Greetings, fellow slingers. It is I, your trusted handler, Brian, welcoming you back to the show once again. I want to thank you all for joining me as I lead us into the second scenario of our Delta Green run-through. When I edited this episode, all 3 hours, I had a different experience this time around. Usually when I go through the edit side of any of our shows, it's a time monopolizing process that keeps me very much aware of how long it usually takes to complete. But during the edit of this episode, it was unlike any previous ones. Even without the music, I was drawn into the story and the roleplay. I was very lucky to get these guys on board, and I can't wait to get the other Hard Slingers to join us as well. So, top off your glass and warm up your dice as we join the Hard Slingers in peeling back the layers as Roll the Hard 20 podcast presents our Delta Green run-through of Last Things Last, Part 2.
So they look full.
He hasn't been taking his meds.
So I'll go check out the bathroom now that it's steamy.
Okay, and it is full. And you notice that in the mirror, now that it's steamed, it says "Forgive me," and the E is kind of like, squiggled down, and then almost as though that would have crashed right into the towel rack and the toothbrush holder and everything else.
Well, we can clearly rule out Cassie on this because we can read what it says.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
Before
one last
Polly
sweep.
and Caldwell leave. Is there anything else in the room, like under the bed? I see a closet over there. Is there anything else in the closet?
You open the closet, it is completely empty.
Okay, so
And there's nothing under the bed at all. This whole room right here.
looks like a guest office.
Yeah, exactly. That's all he used it. And there's no computer in this room whatsoever.
Is there toilet paper in the bathroom or some sort of towel?
Yeah, there's toilet paper in there. It looks like it's half-used roll.
Before we leave, I want to take some toilet paper and then just give the frames a cleaning, not for fingerprints, but if it's as dusty and used as the rest of this place, we don't need to have his family see that he didn't care about that. So.
Okay, tell me exactly what you want to clean.
Whatever the pictures are, I want to make sure the frame is not dusty.
Okay.
You've said you've already checked the backs of them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there was nothing on
the
there.
idea would be
on
to hang them and straighten them, just to,
Okay.
family is very important for my character.
Oh, yeah. I know this.
So, yeah, whether or not he was good or not, his family will see that, he
There's care.
cared. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were going to do like the wet bandit thing, like plug the fucking sinks and turn on
Oh,
the
I do need to
faucets.
get the toothbrush and put it in my butt real quick.
And leave with it.
It's an electric.
You got to try this thing out, man. See, really charge
Oh,
it up.
H, you walking kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think we'll lock up. And is there anything else we need? Last thing we want to sweep? I don't think
Anything else you want to wipe down? Anything else you want to take care of?
Well,
Maybe we should wipe the mirror.
Any sort of.
Maybe we should wipe the mirror.
I'm going to wipe the mirror down.
Wipe the
Well,
mirror.
I doubt they'll be as clever as.
Let's wipe the mirror down.
Yeah, who knows? I think
Joe's like me.
I don't think.
I don't care. Not taking any chance.
I don't think that Heisenberg would want us to do that.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah, and also, just real quick, is this something that we need to fear about our fingerprints? Should we wipe everything down that we've been to, or?
Well, they ruled it out
Well,
as
I'm asking the
a
guys.
normal death. I
Yeah.
mean, the only ones that really care about it is...
And we didn't ransack it, so they wouldn't be going like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Though that we are taking the keys.
They didn't inventory it, so...
Yeah.
Oh, we should check out the carport and see if his car's there.
Okay. So you leave the apartment.
Oh, good
Lock
question.
it, not lock it?
Actually, before we actually leave, that gave me a good idea. Throughout the...
Take a shit, huh?
And don't flush.
Upper decker.
By any chance, did you guys see a wallet hanging out? Car keys?
Nope.
we got the car keys.
Each, are you sure?
We got the car keys with one marked Wagoneer.
Oh.
I assume the person the people
No
that took him
wallet.
away, he probably had his pants on with his wallet, but and probably hung up his keys. I don't know, but I did not see a wallet, and I checked the rooms.
That's good.
Nor was there any jewelry did we find, like a wedding ring or necklace, clasp
Nope,
ring? None.
none.
Of that stuff.
Got this fucking 4-inch cock ring.
Got him some nice medallion.
Okay, so you want to go to the carport?
Yeah.
Okay, looking down, you find carport number 19, and you see a Wagoneer. It's dusty. Looks like it's a mid-'80s, like an old motherfucker.
Classic.
The kind where it probably just
It would
pumped out
survive an EMP.
Yeah.
It's got no computers
Yep,
in it at
exactly.
all.
Just pumps out emissions all
Press down
day
the gas
long.
pedal, you see your gas gauge go down.
Yeah. Is it dirty on the wheel wells, like it's been through mud and rock and that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's got silt and shit up the side walls. You see that? Go
What
and
time
make
of
a.
year is it?
It's
March.
like fall.
Okay, so if we're going to Big Bear, no need to worry about
Chains.
getting up there.
No,
Okay.
no chains required this time around.
All right, let's take a look at the car.
Okay.
The box,
Do a sweep.
wheel wells, trunk.
Yeah.
Okay. You see
Glove box.
the wheels are all tight. None of the wheels look rotted. It looks like, if anything, he's taking very good care of the wheels.
Should we make a search roll?
I say church.
Go and make a search roll.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what the exterior of it looks like.
I got a 51. I'm clueless again. Just rolled it on that kitchen. It's Italian in me.
Failed 58.
Come on, Sammy. Come on, each.
97. That's good
Damn.
for strength, but not for.
I know not about the car.
Okay. As far
an
as you can
American
tell, like I
car.
said, it looks like the wheels look solid. They're
Anything
not-
in the garage, or anything in the glove box?
No, just the registration, insurance papers. That's it. Nothing else in there.
Bare minimum.
No map, no identification, nothing.
Nothing. All right, that's a dead end. Let's get in the car. Let's go out to Big Bear, man.
Okay. Agent Kimura. Ichi.
Yeah.
Ichi Kimura. Would you please enlighten the listeners with your most efficient way to do so? How to get to Big Bear from Norco?
There we go.
Well, from Norco, hell, what I do is going from my area, I take the 91 to.
But you're off the 15 right now.
Okay, so the 15, then we go to the 215 to
The 330?
the 330, which is basically, a little bit of a stretch until you hit the road to Big Bear. It's the quickest way. Now, you could go the other way, go up around top of the world, save you about, it would actually, depending on the traffic, save you time or add an extra 20 to you.
Okay. And you do that, and you make your way, and you notice that.
Did you guys want to stop at the base and get any red vines or sunflower seeds?
I might want to pee before we get there.
All right, let's go do that.
Get some Gatorade and
Okay, I'll just wait by the car, guys. Yeah.
So you guys top off the tank.
Yeah.
At that bottom gas station and start making your way up.
There we go.
This slalom road that makes your way up. And you know that any other time during the year, this is probably a very dangerous road to go up. Fast or slower any time of day. And as you're following these coordinates, you're realizing that it looks like it goes into the Moon Ridge section of Big Bear. And as you start moving closer, you finally find the coordinates you're looking for, and you pull before the cabin.
that looks familiar.
It sure does. Listeners should know that's Brother Sammy's cabin.
Hey.
And now they know it's in Moon Ridge. Well done, Ryder.
That's right.
That's what creative editing is for.
That's right.
Let me rephrase this. Yeah. And you see as you go through the coordinates that you come in front of a large 2-story cabin. Dirt all about it. The cabin itself looks constructed of faux wood log cabin exterior. As you get out of the car, you can see that the power lines from the poles on the street indicate that it's connected to the local power grid. But the way the utilities are wired to the structure also indicates that there's power being supplied to some external device on the side of the building as well.
A shed, perhaps.
Hopefully. As we pull up, can I search and see if there's any cameras or some kind of surveillance throughout the house? Maybe some kind of home security
I'd
Maybe
like
they have
to
a
see if the
sign of
neighbors are there
ADP.
too.
Sure.
You know,
That is a 70, which if we're doing search, I failed.
Okay. You don't see any cameras. You see stickers in the window that indicate it's secured by some kind of a security firm, but whether or not they're actually
Activated or
activated or not, or they're just stickers because the owner of the cabin was a cheap ass, who knows?
All right, I'll open the cabin up using the key ring that says cabin.
Okay.
real quick before we start traipsing around, I
Yeah,
wanted
hold
to
on.
check out the houses around and see if there's any neighbors or if they're also empty cabins. Big Bear is largely a recreational area, so
Weekender.
the cabins there are usually for rentals. If there's rentals, that means there's going to be a lot of people around and all that.
Well, it doesn't appear to be the ski season, first of all. Second of all, you look to the left and you notice that not only is the house structure to the left appear to be empty, but there is a for sale sign in it. No dogs, no nothing. What's that dog's name again?
Hustler.
Hustler. Hustler.
Well, the neighbor passed, right?
The woman?
The neighbor next door. No, the one with Hustler.
Oh, I don't care about him.
Well,
man.
I'm just saying that.
What about the hot chick that was fighting with her boyfriend that time?
Yeah.
She's
Rolled
still
a
there.
42. We knock on her.
We know where Hustler went. So you see that it appears that the house to the left is unoccupied. In fact, it's deserted, completely empty, because like most cabins up there, they have large bay windows, and you could see right through. There's no curtains. There's nothing, no furniture in that house at all. To the right, the curtains look drawn, and you can't tell if somebody's actually there or not.
I wonder if we should pull the car in the garage. So there's
probably
no
a good idea.
people questioning if they see a strange car in front of this house, especially if
What do
they
you think,
know that-
Coldwell? Pull the car in the garage?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Especially if they know that the guy who lived there passed.
Okay. How do you want to gain access to the garage? You want to go up to the door? What do you want to do?
Let's go to the door. I mean, let's we don't have to break unless we've got a separate key. There wasn't a separate.
There's
key.
not a separate key for the garage. I think
Yeah.
we just go through the house and probably open up the garage that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go through the house then?
Yeah.
Okay. Slide the key in. Apparently, this lock feels very well oiled. Just slide it open, you open it up, and you see that the interior of the house is. Gotta find it. As you look through this house, you can tell that it's probably been. Even a cursory inspection tells you that it's probably been about 2 weeks since somebody's been up this way. The cabin's interior is very quiet. There's a few cobwebs in the corner. Looking around, you can tell that like the couch is very comfortable, very well worn. Got that red velvet, well set in feel to it. Hearth off to the right. You see a sliding, what appears to be a sliding glass door all the way to the back, but it's covered with real thick curtains, probably to block either the light from coming in or anyone from looking in. You see a spiraling staircase off to your left that seems to go upstairs. And there's a hallway just past a spiraling staircase that goes to the left.
All right. Well, we have keys for. We've got the file cabinet.
We got the file cabinet.
We've seen the
we got
Wagoneer in the apartment. What
Cabin, footlocker, shed,
Foot locker and
padlock.
shed.
padlock. Yeah. So, I mean, if everyone wants to go around and inspect, I'll pull the car in while everyone does their thing. So I'll make my way towards.
You're going to give us the keys for the.
Yeah, I'll give you
other
guys
side?
the
Okay.
keys. That way, I think Polly has the keys right now. So I'll make my way down towards the garage and kind of.
Okay, well, the
Move the
garage doesn't seem like as you make a left past the spiraling staircase, you notice it opens onto a kitchen and a dining room table, and that's it. It doesn't. You don't see access to a garage, but you did pass like what appears to be like a closet door on your left,
I'll open the closet door.
and you see
Hoping-
there's stairs that lead down.
Okay. Looking for a light switch on either side.
You find one, and it shows that it goes down about 15 feet and then curves to the right, and it seems like it goes down even a little bit further.
I'll continue a little further down.
Okay. Opens onto like a very large empty storage room with a door directly across from you.
At this point, I feel like I'm no longer heading towards the garage, so I'll pull out my gun and
And start shooting, motherfuckers.
pop, pop.
Didn't die at the top of the stairs, did you?
I died out at the bottom of the stairs.
Like a bitch.
And head towards the door.
Okay.
Now, is there a lock on the door? Or is it just
There's a lock, but it's an internal lock.
it's an internal lock? Okay. Like a deadbolt lock? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so am I able to open the door?
Was that
Unlock
right?
it?
I don't know.
Yes, you're able to unlock it.
Okay. Open the door.
And you see before you a single car garage.
Okay. Ooh.
It's empty. There's nothing in it other than like old sleds that probably used for maybe the grandkids or whatnot when the time is right.
All right. Is there a light on there?
No.
No? Okay. So it's still daytime, so I guess I could see light and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
What car's in the
Nothing.
In the spot.
It's empty.
Oh, it's empty. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said there was a car in there.
No,
Okay.
it's
so
a one-car garage.
I'll look around, see where there's a switch or maybe a way to manually open up the garage door.
You see that on the side of the garage door, there's like a latch lever that you lift up, slide to the left. You know how the old
Yeah,
garages had those? Yeah. So you could just
Pop it open.
roll,
it up.
push it up, and
Pop it open.
you see the
shoot
car.
back.
You see the car out front. Of course, you don't have the key anymore.
I took the key ring. I took the.
Oh,
car
did you take the
off.
key ring? Oh,
I took
okay.
the car key off. The
Okay,
ring.
so you can bring it in. Okay, so you two, as you're doing that,
We didn't take the Wagoneer, right? We took the car.
No,
No,
we
we
took the
took
one.
we
so
took the
you
one we were
drove,
just.
so you already had the key.
Yeah.
oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys took the charger.
Yeah, we took the charger. Yeah, exactly.
It's my car.
Hit them speed bumps fast.
It's a rental.
Paulie and each. What are you guys doing? You guys have allowed
Each, you wanna
Caldwell
search
to
the
do
house?
his thing?
Yeah, I can.
I'll search the shed. I'm
well,
actually
I
curious as to where the electricity leads to, and
I would say we do a quick search of the house, bottom floor, top floor, then hit shed and find where that septic tank is.
Okay.
got it.
Get the house out of the way.
All right, I'll take bottom floor. You take top.
Sure.
Yeah, because
I'm a top, you're a bottom.
There we go.
I was waiting for it. I was like, you guys, volley it up.
Roll a d20 to see who goes first.
Oh, Dex, right? Me.
Nope, just straight up d20.
5.
Okay.
Dex goes first.
What are you going to do, Each? Got to get that d20 in there because we are
we do.
Roll the Hard 20 podcast, not
That's
Roll
right.
the 100 percentile podcast. But
Roll the 2 10s.
What kind of logo would that be? Roll the hard 100.
It'd be on a 20-sided dice.
that's right. Each side would be 1 through 5.
Yeah. No, it's just the hard 100 is there's no 100. It's just impossible. But we'll still try.
What the fuck are you going to do in this cabin?
I don't know.
What do you do every other
keep
weekend in this
interrupting. You keep interrupting.
Whatever.
I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to go check. I'm going to go upstairs, up the staircase, and I will also just be ready. I'm not going to be drawing my gun like Johnny, Blaze over here. That's actually the Fantastic Four guy. How about Punisher? And I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to check what's upstairs. So, what is upstairs?
Okay, you come to the top of the spiraling staircase and you see that there's a bathroom directly across from you, and then the hallway goes either to the left or to the right. To the right, it looks like there's 2 doors that are slightly open that lead to bedrooms, and to the left, looks like it leads to another bedroom that's a little further down the hallway.
I will do the same bathroom trick, turn on the hot water, close the door, and I'll start with bathroom or bedroom on the right, or right hallway,
Okay.
where the 2 bedrooms are.
Yeah, well, which one do you want to look at first?
Writer's bedroom.
So you go to my bedroom, you notice that the bed is
It's a hole in it.
well made.
Immaculate.
Immaculate, well made. Nothing on there. Even the spiders are
I'll
dead.
turn on that flashlight. That's not a flashlight. Flashlight.
Obviously, because I had to edit out part of this podcast, you should know that this cabin is actually Sammy's cabin that we're going through. So he's looking over at me, nodding, yes, okay, that's there, this is there. And that's the room I stay in. So as you go into this bedroom, you notice that there is a full-size bed in there. There's a lamp on a nightstand off to the left of the bed. And the room itself is very tightly constrained because there's a part of the sloping of the roof.
The A-frame.
Yeah, the A-frame of the roof is part of that room. And every once in a while you hear like a banging coming from the side of that A-frame.
Okay.
This happened the last time we were
I was
up
going to say,
there,
is this
Virginia.
part of the story or is this a real life thing?
This is a hint to fix that fucking area.
Bam!
not my
Bam! Bam! He and I were outside going, what the hell is that? We figured it out. Sammy did have it fixed.
Good.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. But,
So, Paul,
but I want to look, too, just in the room. I don't see any sort of decor that denotes that this would be where grandkids stay, right?
no, it's actually a very sterile room. It doesn't look like anybody has ever stayed in this room.
So what I'm thinking is like if this cabin has something a bit more of a nefarious purpose, that it wouldn't be a thing where the kids are. And that's why the things in the garage, like the sleds, look like they're not used and things like that. But
It's
so
hot, yeah.
I want to check the room, the standard sort of thing, the bed, the closet floor sort of stuff, and then any of the dressers. And
Okay, there's just shelves right next to right behind the door when the door opens. There's nothing on there. There's a towel or two. They look like they have not been used in forever. As you open up the drawers to the dresser, they're all empty. You flip on the light. The light works, but that's it.
all right.
Paulie, what are you going to do while he's
All right.
downstairs?
Polly's going to go through the cabin bottom, the floor, looking for just anything that stands out that's out of the ordinary. Open the fridge, open the cabinets, look in the trash can, look over the cabinets, anything that would be unusual.
Sure.
Also, do I see a computer?
You don't see a computer, but it appears that this refrigerator itself is actually better stocked than the apartment of the owner. I mean, you've got eggs, you've got milk, you've got bread in there. A lot of stuff because it gets really dry up in this area. You probably want to keep it more hydrated, so you want to keep it in the refrigerator. You see that there's coffee grinds in there. Looks like as though somebody had cooked some steak and left it in there. Other things like that. Although it's probably gotten a little gamey at this point because the owner has probably been deceased for a while.
Got it. Anything in the freezer?
Just like bottles of Jägermeister and vodka.
Man had taste. Okay, anything else?
Bad.
Anything that stands out as out of the ordinary? Things have been moved, boxes, anything other knickknacks, anything?
No. I mean, other than some of the boxes, actually, some of the stuff just looks like it's been stored there over time. Nothing that like somebody's trying to keep sequestered. It just looks like the way somebody would be living if they lived there for a long time.
Got it.
Caldwell, you're down there.
Back in the garage. Taking a look-see around the garage, looking for anything that kind of stands out. I mean, I would imagine maybe some basic tools, like you said, some sleds. Anything like does he have like a workbench of some kind down there?
No, it's just very drab. There's just a few things. There's a scaffolding type of shelves that are down there. You know, like the metal type scaffolding. You see like a mismatched array of tools: hammer, hatchet, screwdrivers of different makes and models, different sizes, things like that.
The tools, are they like organized or just all scattered around?
They're in a box, but
Just like a toolbox?
yeah, just
Okay.
a box, like a home box.
All right. Is there any additional like switches or anything on the wall? Anything that I could see like electrical wires running throughout the
No, no,
room?
it's just
Just
like a
looks
cinder
like a
block type of a
garage? Okay. I mean, just kind of rummaging through his stuff. If I don't see anything, then I'll make my way back up the way I came.
Okay, you can bring that car in or not?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was addressed last time. Yeah. Whoop. I almost forgot what I was down here for.
Okay, so you bring the car in, close the garage,
Close the
make your
door.
way back up to the first floor. You see Paulie basically giving the kitchen and dining room a once-over.
I tell him, there ain't nothing here, Caldwell.
Yeah, I didn't find anything in the garage either.
Ichimaru.
After checking the first room on that side, I'll now make my way to the bathroom and give a peek on the mirror and see if there's any other sort of telltale phantom writings.
It is completely opaque.
Okay.
There's nothing on there at all.
Okay, just to fuck with the guys, I'm going to write something in there like soon. And then I'm just going to close the door again.
Okay.
And then I'll check the other room.
Which one?
The one across from the bedroom. the second bedroom, not what appears to be the master room.
Tone's room.
Tony's room.
So you go in there, and after a few moments, you realize it's in the same condition as the one across the way from you.
Okay.
There's nothing different about it.
Okay. Then aside from, I'll do the same thing, and if there's nothing, I'll make my way to the master bedroom.
Okay. You two gentlemen downstairs, Caldwell, Paulie. What do you want to do? You guys have caught up.
Let's go upstairs and talk to each. Maybe he's found something.
Yeah. As we're in the kitchen making our way back upstairs, is there any windows that lead out to the backyard or anything that can, like, any kind of windows throughout the place that I could actually see the backyard or the surrounding area?
In the kitchen, you can see the back deck and the surrounding area behind, or in the main living room, there's a sliding glass door that's behind some curtains.
Okay, peering through the windows, can I see a shed of any possible chance that might
Which
be
window
on
are you looking through?
I guess it would be the kitchen window since we're leaving that area.
Okay, as you look through the kitchen window, you notice that there is a shed that's oblique to the house. Off to the right, it looks like it's probably about 40 feet away. You also notice that there appears to be some kind of disturbance in the ground itself. It's probably about maybe 60 feet away and closer to the tree line.
Okay. At that point, I'll nudge Polly and kind of motion towards the shed, just kind of let him know that, I think we found something. But I still want to make way upstairs to check on each.
Yeah, see if we can find a foot locker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As I hear them coming up, I'll say, I've checked the 2 bedrooms to the right. I'm on to the master bedroom. The bathroom is steaming and waiting to see if there's some mirror trick as before.
Okay.
Each, you didn't find any medication up there, did you?
I haven't checked it yet.
Could sure use an oxy. No, just kidding.
What would you like to do now?
Master bedroom.
Okay, master bedroom. As you enter the master bedroom, you notice that off to the left there appears to be a door closed. You see around the corner master bedroom, and then off to the right appears to be a master bathroom. The bedroom itself is probably about 10 feet in and off to the right.
All right. I'll do the same with the bathroom trick, turning the water on and see if the mirrors say anything.
Now, there's no door to this bathroom, though.
There isn't?
It looks like it's open to the rest of the master bedroom.
Oh, okay. Then I won't do that.
It's my house now.
Yeah. I'll take a quick look at the master room and then check the closet.
Okay, tell me what you want to do in the master room. And
I just want to see
what
if
do you
there's
got?
anything out of the ordinary. Specifically, is there a foot locker? And if not, then I want to look for the closet.
Tell me where you're looking.
I walk into the master bedroom and I just look around, try to take note of any dressers, TVs, or anything that might be.
Surprisingly, there is no TV, and you didn't notice a TV in this cabin at all, actually.
He's probably drawing. Then I'll
No computer either. Old school. So as you look around, you don't see anything above, no TV, nothing, sitting at the foot of the bed or anything.
All right, then I'll do the closet then, and then
Okay.
move on. Or you can move on to.
Yeah, let's do what Cole was going
I
to
was just going to say, is there any personal effects, like how we saw at his apartment? Picture frames of his family, maybe some medals hanging up on the wall?
Surprisingly, there is no personal effects here at all that you've seen out and about.
Yeah, like going throughout the house, just rummaging.
Yeah, there's been
like,
no pictures on the walls at all.
Okay. Huh.
This is where the bad things happen.
This is where the music comes on, the chapstick comes out.
Ooh.
Goodbye, home.
So you've been here before.
It's 5 o'clock, man.
You know I'm going to cut that fucker out.
Pause for edit. So there's no medals, there's no personal effects. So obviously this is kind of like a hideaway for the guy, for Bowman.
Okay. So you watch each walk in there, and he's looking around. He's kind of glancing around the corners, looking at the top of the dressers and whatnot. What do you want to do?
In the master bedroom, is there any rugs underneath the bed?
There's no rugs under the bed, but the quilt on top stretches all the way down to the floor itself, down to the carpet.
I kind of want to move the bed aside, and I want to see if if this is a hideaway place for him that he doesn't have any personal effects, I want to see if maybe he has some kind of hidden compartment underneath the floorboards.
Okay.
I'll do a search for that. Yes, that is 45, so that is pass.
Okay. So tell me what you want to do. Describe for me your actions.
Okay, I'm going to move the bed aside, make sure, there's nothing underneath the bed, and then also...
Actually, as you look to make sure there's nothing under the bed, you do see that there's a footlocker under the bed.
Oh,
that had
well
been hidden.
done.
That's been hidden by the
Awesome.
quilt itself.
Okay, I'll pull the foot locker out, but I also want to continue on with investigating to see if there's any, like a
So you still want to move the bed?
Yeah.
Okay, so
still want to move the
make
bed.
a strength check for the bed.
Okay. Is it a strength or a...
Strength.
Okay.
It's that big number to the right.
So I got to roll below 70, I
Uh-huh.
take it? All right, so I pass, 43.
Okay, so you slide the bed across all the way to the side of the wall, and you see that that portion of the carpet is just it's less saturated with dust and stuff.
Move the carpet out of the way.
The carpet's not really moving. It's all part of the room.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that because the bed caught most of the dust that settles down.
Okay.
It's like the purest portion of
I was
the
thinking
carpet.
it was like a wooden floor type thing.
No.
It's all carpet then. Damn. All right, well, we found the footlocker, so... Polly.
Paulie,
Got
what
it.
do you want to do?
I will open the footlocker with the key that's marked footlocker.
Okay.
I'll have my gun out.
It's not a
Oh,
mimic.
easy there, Tex. Not sure what could fit in there. It's a mimic.
It's a mimic. You don't know.
As you open the footlocker, you see that it's filled with an assortment of all different things, and resting atop of the contents is a sealed envelope marked with a single green triangle.
I think this might be what we're looking for. Just a feeling.
How heavy is
All
the
right.
footlocker?
It's 3 by 2 by about 1.5.
So like
It's-
a two-man carry, right?
Yeah, it's not very. The height of it's not very high, so it almost looks like a regular footlocker, but half the size.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's open the envelope.
Okay, you see a letter falls out onto the floor.
I'll
Polly,
read it.
why don't you read it aloud?
To whom it may concern, if you are reading this note, I can assume I have died or become incapacitated before I had the courage to complete my final mission. You will find about 20 gallons of gas in the shed behind this cabin. Pour it into the septic tank beside the cabin and ignite it. You'd be happier if you didn't look inside. Please make sure that the remains are kept from my children. I'm so sorry. God, please forgive me. Clyde. I can't read his handwriting, but it's signed by him.
Maybe his granddaughter wrote it.
Bowman.
Don't tell my family.
No.
You notice that beneath where the letter had set atop, there are several sheets of paper. They look like they're folded, or not folded, but they're facing downwards on top of other things as well in this box.
Let's take a look at him.
Okay. As you flip over the pages, you start looking at them. You notice that there's several words in this and that, and then there's a term on there that's called hypergeometry, and another page that has sketchings of what looks like hieroglyphics or possible symbols, maybe words or letters. You don't.
Is that Casey's writings?
You really don't know. They're hard to discern, but looking at them just makes your skin crawl. It gives you this really uneasy feeling, and I need for all three of you to make a sanity roll.
Good thing I didn't look at it. I was in the closet. Now I'm out of the closet. Jerking off.
All right, R. Kelly.
Okay,
In the
it's a-
closet.
I got a 33, but I don't know if that's good or bad. It's
Well,
either a
look
critical
on your
success or critical
page.
Sanity.
Sanity points. Current is 50, so I need to roll under 50.
Under 50.
65. So I got a critical success because I rolled a
24.
33.
33 got a critical success. What do you got?
24.
24. Did that pass?
Under 50.
Okay. What do you got?
Current 70, I rolled a 76.
Okay.
Oh, calm down. You're the
So
one who
all
found
of you
it.
take 1 point of sanity drain.
Even though I got a critical
Yes,
success. All right,
fucker.
fine.
And where
Play the goddamn game.
I'll
Where
play
does
the game.
where do we mark that? Is there a special?
There
spot?
will be a slot to the right side of your page.
Sanity points, maximum 99, current 50,
Yeah, so mark the 99 down.
Oh, we're marking the 90.
or the current.
I think it'd be current, right?
Yeah.
50, so
Yeah,
49.
current, sorry.
That'd be
yeah,
current, yeah.
Just do a
So
little-
we just do a little
yeah, what you have is
69, dude.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Well, I'd only assume that you would be the most reacted since you're the one who found it. And
So,
is staring
as
at it.
he's looking at it, he just his hands kind of shake, and he just kind of drops it to the side of the footlocker, and you notice that there are other objects within this footlocker as well. You see what appears to be a metal can, approximately 10 inches in diameter, about 1.5 inches thick.
like a film thing.
It looks like one, yeah.
Old 35 millimeter film canister.
Possibly, I'm not familiar with the film.
All right, let's take a look at that.
Do we need to be looking at these? I mean, this seems like
Well,
exactly
as
things we need
pull
to
it,
destroy.
As you pull it out, you notice that there is
Yeah.
a label on. Thank you. There's a label on it. It says Holloman Air Force Base, 1954, Eisenhower.
Well, we don't have a projector, so
Back in the day,
nothing
there
we need
used to
look
be
at that,
a
right?
rumor that Eisenhower was missing for 20 minutes on a particular tour, right when he was near that Air Force base. Nobody knew what happened to those 20 minutes. And now we've got this video, or we've got this true movie video, a movie tape. So that could be very interesting. So let's take that.
We can save
Yeah.
it. We don't need to look at it.
Okay. You also notice that beneath there is a shoebox.
Would it be easier to take this whole thing and
Well, there's
just
only
throw
two
it in the
items in
septic tank and set everything on fire with
Could.
creepy Cassie down there,
Yeah.
whoever's down there?
Polly wants to look inside the box.
All right.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Hello, Gwyneth.
Inside the box, you see an old dagger with a bone white handle and a Nazi symbol on the blade. The blade itself has a patina of dried blood upon it. And I need you to make an occult save. Cool.
Got to roll under 10. 29.
29.
Yeah, but I got to roll under 10.
Okay, you
so I
take
forget.
1 point of sanity drain as well.
Damn.
You also see that there's another smaller box. It's looks like it's 5 by 5 by 5. It's almost like a brushed type metal.
Now, why, real quick for game, why did you lose sanity on that? What is the horror for you?
I'm not sure.
It's the occult aspect of it.
Okay. So, holy shit, we're dealing with Eisenhower potential.
You're dealing
missing
with all kinds of
Nazi.
stuff that, like,
Is this guy a
man
Nazi?
was not meant to see. That's almost the whole premise behind the Delta Green. It's not whether or not it's not about a bug hunt. It's not about you winning the day. It's not
Yeah.
about how many bullets you fire. It's about trying to keep the tide that's already present upon you from charging any harder. It's not from stopping it. You're never going to stop it. It's still coming. So this shit that leaks into the life of everybody, whether it's subliminal or it's just oppressant, it's all there every moment of every day. And so over time, you take a beating by it. But
No, I got it. And
the
it's
other
probably-
side of it is sometimes if you're exposed to it enough times repetitiously, it will actually turn it around for you, and you'll start gaining sanity back.
Because you're adjusting. You're
Yes,
accepting.
exactly. Like sometimes,
or you're proving yourself right.
yeah.
You're sitting there saying there is something out there, is something out there. And the
Well,
more
you know there's
find,
something out there
the more
because
you're
you're-
proving yourself. I am not crazy. This is true. This is happening.
Yeah, well, it's not that you're proving
Everything
something,
else is a cover. It's
Yeah.
and it's not even being supernatural. They call it unnatural. Like it's from between the stars. It's from the dark velvet and all this other shit. So you're looking at taking all that stuff in, and just like I think I'd mentioned to Junior at work that when your team survives something and you actually deal with something that's unnatural, your team becomes your bond, but at the expense of the bonds of other people. Like if you gain 2 points of bonding with your team, you lose 2 points across the board of all of them. It's not like, well, pick one. No,
Yeah.
it's all of them. You lose 2 points
Yeah, well,
of that
you
bond
get
number.
closer with your people at work, your
Yeah,
family
it's like
life
being
suffers.
in a foxhole. Yeah. So
Okay. And I was thinking about it as you were talking about it. It's not like he looked at this knife and went like, ooh. It's just a stat or a thing that you have that it lowers and lowers until finally you can't take anymore.
It's possible his mind went to a place where he thought, well, what was this knife been used for? And his mind ran away and thought, well, my God, this thing's probably killed so many hundreds of innocents, and it just his mind balks at that. It psychologically fucks him.
It's like you're psyching yourself out. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly,
okay. It's
like
not like a
waking
physical.
up in the middle of the night. It's kind of funny because we're playing Delta Green, but I'll tell you about this one dream I had years ago. This is when I lived in Placentia. I woke up and it was in the middle of the night, and I could have swore I saw an entity or something standing in the hallway. It scared me so bad I couldn't fucking move, dude. I mean, I was frozen in fear. And this is like at the height of my training and shit. I was like, but I could not fucking move. I couldn't do anything until this feeling passed. And that's like that. I lost sanity.
That's right. -5.
I'm not weak. God,
I didn't say it on mine.
Sleep paralysis.
yeah, shit like that.
Right.
But I don't know if there's I'm sure there is sleep paralysis, but I don't know if it has a psyche effect on the human body, the human condition, like the total fear. Anyways.
Paulie's got to see what's in the box.
Okay. As you pick it up, you notice that it's got a certain density. It feels like lead. And you notice that the clamshells of it are kept together.
Anything unique about the locking mechanism or the hinges?
There is no looking mechanism.
Just open
it just
it up.
looks like two halves.
I tell the rest of the guys, okay, I got to know. I got to see it. I got to know. So I turn away so they don't see it, and I open it.
Okay, you open it. Your gun and your gun immediately fly towards the box as you see this, as Paulie sees this glass sphere magnetically attract these two guns towards it to the point where they start moving and slam towards the side of this.
So I do?
You have a gun, right?
Yeah, but I don't have it drawn.
No, doesn't matter.
It just flies
It just
out?
flies
Okay.
right out of your holster.
Wow.
Flies out of
What about my knife?
Coldwell's hand. Your knife too. Just
Look
any
out.
weapons just coming through and attach themselves to this 3 centimeter diameter glass orb that totally defies all logic. And I need for you
Lochnar, dude.
to make a science save.
Science.
When you're done, give me back my gun and knife.
Gonna need those.
I can't. I have 0 on science.
Okay, so you automatically take another point of sanity damage as you see something that defies all physics, that a piece of glass would be magnetic in any way. You guys have also seen your
dude, you
weapons
should look
leave
into
your
it like
hands. He could pull his fillings out through his eyeballs.
Dude, like Rafu with the eyeball.
Deep cut. So you see this small ball. It defies any type of physics whatsoever that glass can be magnetized.
So do
Is
we
it
lose
possible
a point?
for me to pry the guns and the knives away from it?
Yeah, go and make a strength check.
Do we lose a point?
You don't know.
Okay.
Because he's like, I'm imagining, is he looking at it like behind, like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I want.
Okay, so he's the only one that's taking this thing.
Correct.
And you guys are like, where the fuck are my weapons at? Where did they go?
Yeah.
Okay, 34. I make it. My strength's to 50, under 50. So yeah.
You want to tell us anything about that so we don't rush over? And
Yeah, I tell you guys, dude, this isn't just really.
Look
weird.
at this.
You guys just, you guys have just seen your weapons leave your hands. I mean, just the fact that you had it in your hand, Caldwell, and
Mine was holstered.
you had it in your holsters and your sheaths, and these things just like flew out of them. Watched them arc around him and just settle in, cling into whatever was on the other side of him.
I describe it for him, guys. Here's what it is. It's a glass. It's a giant marble, but it's attracting metal like nobody's business. I can't believe it. Here, I'll get your weapons back.
Okay, make a strength check to pull them off.
I did.
Oh, what'd you make?
34.
Okay.
Under 50.
So you
might want to cover it.
Yeah, you pull them all
Oh,
off.
yeah, I got to get them off for
Yeah, you
That's
get
what you
them off,
said.
and you're able to get this. Shut the
Sorry,
fuck up.
I'm sorry.
Get the lead lid back on this
Yeah.
box,
Okay.
and then hand the weapons back to your comrades there. And you see, as a finale, in the bottom of the box, you see 2 manila folders. One of them is labeled the Scheele formula, and the other the Lacasis equation.
Do I have any skill in math here? No,
Is that
math
a
is
math
not a
thing?
skill. Who knows? Well, Paulie's got to see, man. Got to unravel the riddle.
Which one do you grab first?
The equation.
You open it up, the loquacious equation, and the folder is empty.
It's empty.
It is empty.
There's nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
Anything on the outside of the folder?
Nope.
Is there anything? Nothing in it. Okay.
Can hold it up to the light and see if there's anything written on it in some sort
Exactly it. Yes. Turn up the light. See if there's anything transparent.
Nothing in there.
Nothing in there that we can tell. Well, it still may be
Check
important.
the other one, yeah.
Need ultraviolet light or something. Let's try. I'll look at the other one.
Okay. The shield formula, you open it up, and it's empty as well.
Anything else in the box?
Nope.
The
There were
letter,
other
the
papers in
first
there.
manila folder that had the silver or had the Delta green symbol on it. Anything else in there besides this letter?
Nope, just the letter.
But
Is there anything on the back
There were
of it?
pages in the box still that were
Yeah.
laying flat, face down, I believe.
Yeah, we didn't look at those.
Yeah, those are the ones that you looked at for the
And we got the sanity. We got Dan.
for
sanity.
the hypergeometry and all these other symbols and stuff like that.
So we got
And it's just
sanity
it's like
points for
about 4 pages of,
Okay.
of all these different symbols and everything.
All right, I didn't know if that was just one page we looked at and we still had more.
No, there's about 4 pages, and they all had different symbols and whatnot.
I'm gonna put the paper in the box. Put the paper in the envelope. Those papers. Do we have to take another sanity check if we do that?
No.
Okay.
You've already seen it, I guess, right?
Yeah, you've already seen
The
it. You're
damage
already
is done.
Yeah.
Okay. Any way to determine which one's which if they look similar, like these 2 pages go with this 2 pages, or these 3 pages go with these
They're
3?
not
or-
numerical, and you couldn't tell because you're unfamiliar with whatever these symbols are. So you can't tell, other than perhaps the way they were laid in there is the order they're supposed to be in.
Got it. Other than the lady, can I take an anthropology check and figure out something a little more?
Sure.
Under 40. 23.
23. Describe for me how you want to use your anthropology check for that.
Well, you said that the papers were laid in an order in which they would go.
Yeah, imagine they're stacked and face down. You
Right.
pulled them over. You saw some writings about Delta Green and whatnot, and about hypergeometry, and then it went into all these different symbols and whatnot. So you're looking at the anthropological aspect of those symbols to see. Describe for me what you want.
Well, I'm trying to discern if the patterns flow together because he's a pattern and riddle guy. So the issue is, or what he would be looking for is, this particular set of symbols is all unified. It all flows from one another. Can't tell what it says, but it flows.
Okay.
Whereas these pages don't match the first page or the second or the third,
Okay,
etc.
no 2 pages are identical.
Okay.
Some of the symbols repeat themselves at times, but they're not necessarily next to the same symbol that was next to them on the previous page or in a column or a row above them or beneath them.
Got it. But there's no discernible pattern in the way the pages
No,
are
it's not.
organized.
And I don't know whether or not your guy has been to Egypt or something like that. No. But the most you could think is, well, maybe these are something like Egyptian hieroglyphics, possibly.
He speaks Russian and Chinese. Are there any overlaps?
They don't look like any type of kanji or anything else
Hey,
like
yo,
that.
Paulie. Heisenberg wants us to sweep these places and get them clean. We don't need to figure this shit out right now. Let's sweep this
goddamn
place,
right.
check the rest of the room, check the bathroom, then let's hit that
shed.
damn shed.
All right, let's do it.
Do we want to take this box and put it in the car so if we need to leave, we got it? Do we want to?
Let's do that. Yeah, I
say
we
take it in the
box.
car.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we throw everything back in the box, take the box down to the car, put it in the trunk.
Caldwell tells you where the car is at, gives you the tour down to the garage, put it in the trunk. What do you wanna do?
Now that we've established there's a little bit of things going on here, I'll just go and turn off the water in the bathroom and say, yeah, there was nothing in the mirror.
Okay.
Been running the water this entire time.
Yeah, but it's only been like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's, oh, maybe like a minute and a half,
Yeah.
something like that.
All right, let's go check out that shed.
Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us that 5-star review. You could also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to check out the galleries. We got a lot of really interesting stuff posted there. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There are ways for you to help out the show and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s.